want to do a video on smoking a prime rib roast on my Smoke Hollow electric smoker. I'll show you how to do it, at least the way I do it anyway. Went to Target and I found this, and it was, let's see, $5 a pound. We bought about 5 of these and put them in the freezer, so I'm gonna take one out and cook it. Take it out and put it in the fridge for a couple days, thaw it out good. What I do is I inject mine, so you'll need an injector, and it's real easy. I already mixed up the juice, but you just get a 15-ounce can of beef broth. You'll need a bouillon cubes or some concentrated bouillon. I use this home style. Comes in a little package. It's concentrated beef flavor. And you need 1 quart of water. So just take your 1 quart of water, get it to a boil, and then mix one of these in a 15-ounce can. Mix it in, dissolve it all, mix it up good, let it cool off, and then inject the piss out of your meat. So I already injected it, and I dumped everything into a large plastic zip bag and put it on an aluminum pan. I'm going to stick it in the fridge for at least 6 hours. If you can do it overnight, it's even better, but we'll let that marinate in the juices. Normally these are around $10 a pound. You know, this is a 4.56 pound roast. Basically what it is just your ribeye not cut into steak. So it's a really good meat. Next thing you're going to need is about a tablespoon of onion powder and a tablespoon of garlic powder. You'll also need some kosher salt and some coarse black pepper. I use this and just grind it up. Or you could use sea salt too, but I use this kosher salt. Okay, so what I do is use about a 1/2 cup of salt, kosher salt, and then about 1/8 cup of ground pepper, or coarse pepper. So and I just dump it all in the bowl. You can use more or less salt and pepper, depending on your taste. And we got a tablespoon of onion powder and a tablespoon of garlic powder. And we'll put that all in and mix it up. There's what it looks like. Let's get the ribeye out. Okay, well, it's about 12 o'clock noon. We're going to take it out of the fridge. We got it out. We'll let it sit for about an hour to get to room temperature. Get yourself a aluminum pan. You have your mix ready, and you'll need a internal thermometer to get the internal temperature of the meat. I'm going to go for a medium. My wife likes medium. I like it a little more medium rare, but it's good medium. A lot of people, they'll go to about 125 degrees if they want medium rare. I'm going to go a little higher than that. We'll show you. Okay, I took it out of the marinade. Here's what it looks like. Some people cut this bone. Here's the ribs right here. Some people cut it off. I'm just going to leave it on and cook it. But they cut it off. And I'll cut this off after it's done, but they cut it down through here. You can see the ribs are right along here. And then they cut down through this area here and just take that off and throw it on the smoker, but I'm just going to leave it on. We got it out, and we're going to put our mix that we made earlier and just sprinkle it all over. On every side, rub it in a little bit. We'll get that done, and then While you're doing this, have your smoker set up and preheat it to around, I usually start out at about 220. Okay, we're going to preheat the Smoke Hollow electric smoker. I've done enough other videos if you want to get more detailed on how to set it up, but basically we got the water and the wood already ready to go. We're going to turn the heat up and preheat it to about 250 or so. I'm using hickory for this smoke. I like hickory on most of my meats. You can use whatever you want. Apple's good, whatever you prefer, but let's get this thing preheated. Turn it on high and then let that preheat for about a half hour, and we'll put the prime rib on. Okay, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes since I took it out of the fridge. We are at 54 degrees. Not quite room temperature, but that's close enough. Put your meat thermometer in, get it. I put mine in the end here so it ends up in the center, in the thickest part of the meat. Let's put it on. I put my bone, the ribs are down on the pan, so bone side down in the pan. That's how I do it. Let's put it on. Okay, we'll call it about 1:30 start. It's 1:26. I got the meat on. It's at about 210 right now. At 1:30 it'll be about 220. That's where I'm going to cook. I'm not going to do this hour by hour. I'm going to come back when it's done and we'll get it to a medium. We'll come back when it's done. I'll open it up. It's got good smoke going. I put it about in the center. We'll close her up and let her go. It's at 54 degrees still. If you want to see hour by hour time and temperature, go to some of my previous videos where I cook different meats, tenderloins and ribs. A good rule of thumb is it takes around 30 minutes per pound, so always keep that in your head. This is almost a 5-pound prime rib, so it's going to take 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm cooking it a little lower than normal, so it'll take just a little longer, about 3 hours I'm guessing. We'll see what temperature for medium when we get to that point. Okay everyone, I'm just going to do a real quick update. It's been exactly 2 hours and it's about 220 it's been running. You can see the temperature's at 133. Now a lot of people, if they like it rare, they're taking it out right now. I've never tried it, but I've seen other videos and it does look pretty rare. We'll push ours on up a little more and try to get it to medium. Okay everyone, it's been about 2.5 hours and we are at a temperature, see if I can get of 145 degrees. We're going to go out and get it. Get yourself another pan so you can set it on top of that and have some tin foil ready. We'll go to the next step. Okay, there it is. Took it out. I'm going to rinse this pan out really good and then set it back in here and wrap it in tin foil. Okay, we'll set her in the aluminum pan that we cooked it in, and first put your tin foil in, wrap her up really good. I got a couple layers of heavy duty aluminum foil and we're gonna cover it with a towel and let her sit. Okay, I got her wrapped up in the towel. It's at 140 degrees right now. We're gonna let this sit for 1 hour. And then we'll cut her up and see what she looks like. Hopefully it's medium. The temperature should rise maybe another 5 to 10 degrees. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and we are at 147 degrees, so it has gone up 7 degrees so far, or 2 degrees from 145 when we took it out with the other thermometer. Okay, it's been almost 1 hour. We pulled it out. We're going to take the drippings and we're going to dump it into a saucepan. And then we're going to simmer that for a little bit, and we're going to use that to pour over the meat. Got that simmering. There's what it looks like. We're going to cut these ribs out. They're right here. We're just going to cut down and chop them out. Okay, it's easier to stand it up on end and cut it, slice it down through here, and that save this. This has some really good meat in between the ribs. Let's slice it up and see what it looks like. Okay, there it is. Let's try a piece. Oh my God, it's tender. And it is delicious. There you have it. That's how you make prime rib on the smoker. Thanks for watching. Take your drippings and pour a little bit over after you're done. Excellent. Thanks.